The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Then on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I won't for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Airing it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the reason we ball for circle right twice for the
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check hot route. Hot. It's a black. 53 is the mic. I'm here.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll give it to Chubb. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up. Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do? I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. 2nd and 13. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Joe Schobert, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back. Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Logan. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
New England.
T.J. Logan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you? No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
3 bucks. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 55, Mike, guys, 55.
Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit. You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Mike, go. Right there, 55. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open. He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Hey, we got to get this done.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the pass. 53's the mark. Check 53. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Out. Wait. 36.
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Get ready. Check 53's mark. Check 53.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 55 for Mike. 6-man.
This one caught by Ridley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Shit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
4-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 55.
They run it again with Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Jimmy
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 55. Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Airing it out. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley, 47 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. But he is is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on third down.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8.
Under 10, 10. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. But that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
New England.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain
12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Logan. And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Complete to a
23 yards on the play.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 4. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And a Patriot first down.
Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Just 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.